something went wrong and basically was like $320. My shoes were only like $75. So I just basically was like, okay, well, whatever. Like I just was gonna chalk it up to luck. And then I figured, well, if she did it accidentally, I could just do it on purpose.
I have to read you your rights. Do you fully understand those rights?
On August 13th, 2025, a responding officer arrived at a Nordstrom location after loss prevention had already detained an employee and obtained a written confession for return fraud totaling $1,457.18.
Hey.
Yes, the officer's here right now coming in the door. Thanks.
Has he explained everything on the phone, what's happening?
Nope.
Alright, so with 3 days, with 3 different dates, we have the subject doing return fraud for $1,467.
Is this him here?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a written statement, and he's admitted to everything already. He understands what's happening. He understands he's getting prosecuted.
If you wouldn't mind, please.
He knows he is he's trespassed, and that we know he is he's trespassed, and that we are filing charges.
Okay.
Neil will be the one signing charges on this case.
Okay.
What do you need from us? He has video, I know that.
Okay. Do you guys have a...
It's a statement we can't use. We would have to write up a statement for you guys. This can't leave the company.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I will get you a form to fill out then. Is this a statement from...
Yes, that's
Sir, put that down, please.
I can't use my phone.
No, put that down.
It looks like a knife. That's.
You can't use your phone either. I can't use your phone right now either. Thank you. Please remain seated. Ready?
Let me get Neil one into the statement.
All right. I have to read you your rights, okay? So you have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. If you're going to make a statement, you may stop at any time. Any statement you make can be used against you in a court of law. Before making any statement or any time thereafter, you have the constitutional right to the aid of an attorney and to have an attorney with you during questioning now or in the future. If you're unable to afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you fully understand those rights?
Yes.
Do you have your weapon on you?
No.
Okay. Check, please. Stand up and turn around. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your back for me. Put the back of your hands together, please. Thank you.
What do you talk? What exit you went through?
It's not going to be like that. It was over multiple days and it's return fraud. So he left out employee entry each time. So it's an internal thing.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you.
Yeah, I guess at that point, just through as you can.
Yes. Are you banning him from the mall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me what happened.
I'm gonna need to get a booking photo too at some point.
So basically one day my friend did an incident, so like, she sent me a receipt that wasn't mine, and basically when I returned because I was trying to return shoes. So once I was trying to return my shoes, something went wrong and basically was like $320. My shoes were only like $75. So I just basically was like, okay, well, whatever. Like I just was gonna chalk it up to luck. And then I figured, well, if she did it accidentally, I could just do it on purpose. So then I just did it like twice more. And
With no item, you just rang out returns. You just ran up returns for with no
like,
items.
Like customer, like if a customer came in, I would just use their old return information. Like, so if they had something from like 2 years ago or a year ago or something really old, like obviously they possibly wouldn't want to return, I would just return that.
Okay, so help me out. When a customer would come in, like, and provide you a receipt for a return, or like, so a customer would come in and return something,
or like,
and you would facilitate that refund legitimately for them, and give them money, and then you would do it again,
but like
for the wrong amount and pocket that money. We did that for the wrong amount and pocket that money. We did that twice. Okay. All right. What's the total amount?
It's going to be $1,400. Total. $1,467.18. It's going to be 3 different return frauds.
Okay.
He's gonna give you guys a detailed statement and a
So
narrative.
does that include, he's saying he did the initial return with, is that correct? You saying he
Yeah,
did the initial return
That
with
was
too much
That
money?
was an accident. Yeah.
Yeah, everything we went over,
Does that-
the total is exactly what he's
So
talking
that
about.
amount
yes.
includes
Yes.
the extra from like summer return and then two or three other fraudulent returns?
So, when you were talking to him, you were talking about the 3 transactions
Yeah,
that we
the
were talking
first
about?
one, the accident, the other 2.
Okay, so what we have him signed on and what we'll be prosecuting on is the 3 that we talked about with him, so it'd be the 1,400 and,
So he kept extra money from one legitimate return and then facilitated 2 fake.
So the first one was, they were all another customer's sales that were used for a return, not, he was due none of the funds.
Okay. So,
and then
okay.
It was
he
320. So equaling to 14.
So was he like,
So basically what he did is he took, a customer came into the transaction, later that day he would use that transaction receipt, you know how you would return an item if you don't want it?
to
He
pretend as
yeah.
if they were coming back
He
and
came,
returning it?
returned it to a gift card, and then used it at the places. He did that for all 3 times.
Did he return it to gift card credit for Nordstrom?
Yes.
Did he use them here or did he use them elsewhere?
He used them online and for the E-bar, which is a part of Nordstrom.
Loss prevention secured that confession before any officer entered the building. Under Illinois versus Perkins, 1990, private actors carry no Miranda obligation. Every statement made to store security is fully admissible. The officer administers a complete Miranda advisement. He correctly identifies the custodial interrogation threshold. However, he resumes questioning without securing a documented waiver, the single procedural gap in this footage. Under Berghuis versus Tompkins, 2010 voluntary speech after Miranda constitutes implicit waiver. The burden falls on the prosecution to prove it. A simple on-camera acknowledgement eliminates that burden entirely. The subject's admission, "If she did it accidentally, I could just do it on purpose," satisfies the intent element of theft by deception without ambiguity. Under Colorado versus Connolly, 1986, no coercion is present. The confession is admissible.
While we're waiting, the mall is here. I guess they will be banning you from the mall. We'll discuss that, and he needs to get a couple details from you.
What's your first name? Agent. Last name?
No, it's a phone case.
Can you spell that?
B-A-
And where that's at?
I'm sorry.
City, state's at? And date of birth?
January.
Yep.
Alright, so you will have a 1-year ban. If you step foot on property at all, that's including the LaPlace Center, you will be arrested for criminal trespassing. And I do have to get a photo for our records as well.
So just remember, it's 1 year from the entire mall, 2 years from Nordstrom.
They'll have a copy once they take you and everything like that. Can I just get some? 32 and 2 and 2.
Yeah, but you can just record, everything's okay.
Appreciate it.
200. Good.
Is this your bag stuff too?
Living scrap Some of the hours that
Photo real quick. I'm gonna do face.
try to get more detail. You can get it in Alright, have a good one.
on the back with.
You print that, that's a typo.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Copy.
You guys have a police report number and whoever's taking the case?
Yes. Box cutter.
This one's his too.
Now before you go, is there anything else in the building that's yours? Is that what there's?
There's gonna be a paper coming out of there.
No.
Just also state, you wish to pursue criminal charges and then the information.
Sorry about that.
Everything else seemed okay, just perfumes and lotions and stuff, box cutters, right?
You can go and call all these at the time you contact them.
Figured since he wasn't, just handed his stuff back.
I was just asking if I could. Is this your box cutter?
Yeah.
It can't be brought with us. Okay.
It's used to, like, scratch stuff, like, for work. Stuff
No, I
like
got you.
that.
Is that you don't need it right now?
No.
Would you be okay if I just threw it away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you see these are extra witness statements, we're gonna rip them up, that you can write on.
They don't throw things away in here? Oh. I'll put this in there too if you don't mind. Thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Property is.
All right. Do you have anything at all on your person right now?
And which
Paperwork,
do you guys
phone.
still want video?
Anything at all?
You guys still want video?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a flash number you need one?
You can turn the
Okay.
flash back.
When we get to the jail, they're going to do a very thorough search of you, okay? Do you have anything hidden on you that they may find in there? Because it is a felony level charge if that does occur.
There's a card.
The gift card recovered from the subject constitutes physical evidence. Under United States v. Perkins, 2004 physical evidence is not automatically suppressible following a Miranda violation. Chain of custody is intact.
Card.
So we're trying to do that right now.
One of these gift cards.
At the end of the end of the day.
Is there anything else?
No.
My office is at.
Yeah, it's down by the food.
Is this the
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah,
gift cards
drop
that
it
you
off. But if I'm not in there,
carrying the balance of the refunds on?
Yeah, I do, working, yeah.
Yeah, just give me a text or a call.
I think
Just let
that
me know.
I see receipt next to the E-bar, is that?
Yeah, let me just,
What's that?
What are they getting first?
Oh, you have one of the gift cards?
Yeah.
Do you want us,
Yeah.
do you want us to drain it, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is this your?
2 and
you guys need to take that with you.
Yeah, but it's evidence.
Okay, that's good. Just write down that we have acknowledgement that the police have the gift card, and that we're gonna drain it.
No.
Do you have numbers or anything on it?
I'll get a picture of it, thank you.
You able to get a value off?
Cody, do we just have the amount that's still on the card?
Face the wall there for me, please. Spread your feet out for me.
I mean, it's still on the card, yes. It's blocked to where you can't be used, but it's still on the card.
How much
We
is,
can unblock it if we want to spend it or something else. Maybe one drain.
like, can
Excuse
we
me?
print out, can you send me a value of how much is on the card so the police can have it?
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know which one it is.
What does it end in? It ends in,
Come with me. I'm gonna keep a hold of you so you don't fall. I'm gonna walk right out to my car, okay? I'm not trying to perp walk you.
This is what it feels like. It feels like coworkers. I hope.
Have you ever been arrested before?
For stuff like, you know, not like you're a criminal.
Wow. On your,
Oh, thank you. Just a quick ride. Get you out of here.
The officer receives a B+ accurate Miranda correct evidence handling professional demeanor. Deduction no documented waiver before resuming questioning. Survivable under current case law, but entirely avoidable. The subject receives a C. He waived every constitutional protection available to him voluntarily after a complete advisement and built the prosecution's case with his own words. Loss prevention receives an A- thorough, well-coordinated investigation. Deduction no indication. The subject was advised of his right to decline speaking with private personnel. 3 lessons. Document Miranda waiver on camera. 1 question eliminates an appellate argument. Advise subjects of the right to decline LP interviews, and the right to silence exists precisely for situations like this one. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching.